Okay, good afternoon, guys. So let's do a quick market analysis and let's go through all the markets. So today I'm doing analysis bit earlier, live session bit earlier because the time difference is huge. It's 4 hours difference from the UK. So that is why I'm just doing a quick early session here. And if you have any questions, please let me know. I can take a look right now. Otherwise, I'm going to go through all the markets one by one, all the forex pair, indices, commodities, everything. We're going to go through that as well. Let me see if there is any requests came in. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Okay, so there's a request came in from Adam. Okay, so Adam is asking, what do you want to see to confirm sustained move down to natural gas? Would you bearish and call for double top? Okay, so for natural gas bearish moves, I want to see either a break below 50 EMA and this recent low as well on all three platforms. So once we are broken below this recent low, then we will turn completely bearish, but we must see a close as well. Close is very important, not just a wick. So once we will close, only then we will turn completely bearish. Or if the price pushes up, forms a condition here, we have a triple top or double top, then the price will push down from here. So not completely bearish unless and until we are broken below these lows. It must be below 50 EMA. That's the one I'm looking at, Adam. So hope that answers your questions. So let's look at the forex pairs one by one. And if you have any questions, please let me know. If you're watching a recorded session, then you know what to expect throughout the week. Hey Thomas, good to see you. And it's quite early. We are doing a live session today. So since you are live, let's look at your pair, which is Poland, which is right here. Euro Poland. What's happening with that? Okay, so after a good bounce from here, we are now broken below the structure, and which is not completely closed yet. So Thomas, you need to see a complete break and close. We just have one red candle. That doesn't mean we are bearish. So look for the daily time frame, not on a 4 hour. So if the daily time frame next candle closes back up, we are back in the zone and price will likely to bounce up from here. So just look for a daily bullish candle. If that happens, we are bearish, bullish. Now, just to avoid any confusions, mark rejection zones like this, and on 4 hour as well. Once we are broken below and close below this red zone, close as well. In that case, we are looking for the bearish trade. So for now, wait for the next candle to close below the zone. And pullback entry, you can still look for bearish and for below 50 EMA. We are still looking for a bearish pullback entries here. Okay. Then we have USD Poland. So we have USD Poland now. It is at a very good level, which is right at the level of support. Now it's green. So a good level here, look for conditions here. So we haven't got any condition, but if we have a bullish engulfer inside this zone and double bottom inside the zone, we have an entry condition. It's going to be very, very risky. Hi Hamoudi, good to see you. USD JPY hit take profit. Oh, great. Perfect. USD CAD, GB JPY, AUD CAD, please. Yeah, sure, why not? So Thomas, look for this zone. We are now in a buying area. Expect a bounce from here. So let's see what's happening with the USD Japanese yen. Oh yeah, that's the one pushed up, and yeah, double bottom here as well again. So we are expecting one more bounce from here, all the way from here, which double bottom here. So we can see further bounces. If we are broken above 50 EMA, we are completely bullish for USD Japanese yen. But if you have bearish engulfer here, we can go for the little scalp of sell trades. So look for bearish engulfer. My pleasure, Thomas. So we are looking at GBJP. First, let's look at USD CAD. USD CAD, I think so. We were getting a condition here. Yes, we have a bearish engulfer. Yes, we had a bearish engulfer right here. I think I've sent a report as well. If I'm not wrong, I think so. I've sent it. So yes, that is. For example, if you're not in the trade yet, I would write here. I would enter right here. It's going to be risky trade because we are taking a counter trade and we are above 50 and 20 EMA as well. So very risky trade. I would go for the very low risk if you are looking at that. So simply 180 are above the swing high. 32, 17, 32 plus 17, 30, 40, and 30, 40, 47, 49 pips. Exactly like this. So 49 pips above and 49 pips below. If you are entering right here. So, and that can be managed to 1.4 to 1 reward to risk ratio like this. Otherwise, 1 to 1 we are looking at. So that is what I'm looking at for USD CAD. We are not bullish until and unless we are close above these highs. A possible entry here, and let's see how this goes. We are getting a major news event today. We have initial jobless claim. If that goes against the dollar, we might see a very strong push down, and that might also fuel the take profit as well. But if it goes with dollar, yes, we are pushing up. So yeah, that can be taken, and we have a major news event ahead, so that can also fuel the take profit. So let's see how this goes. And then we have GBP/JPY. So GBP/JPY just broke above 50 EMA with a strong bullish candle, and let's see. For now, we are temporarily bullish, and now have some more momentum. Not right here. Let's see some more momentum, and just mark a little anchor right here. Little horizontal line right here. If we are above that, then we have a very good momentum. But still, you can see look for a push up, some more momentum, and if we have a valid pullback entry above 50 EMA, in that case we have a valid buy signal. So all we are looking at valid pullback entry, but with some more momentum. So you know the full rules for that, Hamudi. So make sure you look for the pullback and a bullish engulfing pattern above 50 EMA. For now, we have a likely chance that price will push up from here. Looking at this break above 50 EMA and close as well. So CAD JPY is bearish all the way from here. I've taken this trade as well, which was right here, and that's, if you know the rules, that is a valid pullback entry bearish, and that nicely pushed down. So we might see another push up to back to the zone which has been broken. 105.21 goes up to 105.46. If we have a push up to this zone, price forms bearish engulfer, or in that case we have a double top here, and then we're going to go short again. So have these zones ready on the chart just above. Otherwise, if we have a bearish engulfer below 50 EMA, again just a pullback entry bearish we are looking at. So only bearish trades for CAD JPY. That is all we are looking at, not buying at all. So now we are looking at AUD CAD. So let's look at AUD CAD. AUD CAD just broke below 50 EMA, so we are not buying AUD CAD anymore. So let's look at some zones. Yes, we are broken below, so we are not looking at any trades for now. I want to see some more momentum below 50 EMA. In that case, we are just looking for bearish pullback entries. That is all very simple, no confusions here. So only sell trades, but I want to see some more momentum. We can still see a push up and break above these highs. That is still likely because we haven't got any entry conditions. So A zone above is still in the play right here. That is 0.91345, that goes up to 0.91663. So we still have this zone that is still in the play. So we are still looking for the valid entries from this zone above. So let's see how this close. Otherwise, on 4 hour, we are just looking for bearish trades. So that is done. Let me grab a water. 1 second. Okay. Right, guys. So what else we have? Any questions? Do let me know. Otherwise, we are just looking at USD CHF. We are getting a possible entry condition. So guys, please keep an eye on this pair, which is USD CHF, and we also getting a strong news events. So if that turns out as a bearish engulfing candle, we have a bearish pullback entry, and I'm going to go short. That's going to be swing high bearish pullback entry. So keep an eye on this candle, and let's see how this closed. If not, then we are not taking any trades. So keep an eye on this pair. USD CHF is something I'm looking at closely for my entry condition. So keep an eye on USD CHF. Okay, NZD CAD, let's see. Yes, so NZD CAD forming a possible entry condition as well. We have a nice push up, pull back, and price is forming a nice bullish engulfer. If that turns out to be a bullish engulfer, that will be my entry. Now this pair has a very big spread, so I will remove my stop loss around 10 to 11 p.m. UK time just to avoid any slippage. So keep an eye on this pair and put your stop loss back once the spread is back to normal. So the stop loss and take profit would be, the smaller target would be 1925 pips. That is the smaller targets for NZD CAD, and then you can manage your trades to these highs as well. So yep, keep an eye on this pair. A possible entry we are getting on NZD CAD, and exactly same we just took on Euro USD. So keep an eye, a possible entry here, and let's see how this goes. Make sure it closes. GBP NZD is now pushing higher towards a major level of resistance, which is 2.2357, goes up to 2.2467. Yeah, it's a nice view from here, Moody. Yeah, very nice view from here. I love it. Dubai is very nice. But I'm flying back to the cold UK tomorrow. Dubai is also very cold. You can still wear some hoodies outside. If you go outside, it's still not very hot here. So very nice weather for me as well. Yeah. Right, so GBP NZD, a zone above is something I'm looking at from a sell trades. Otherwise, just a pullback above 50 EMA, then a bullish engulfer is something I'm looking at for the possible entries. Okay, now I'm going to give you a heads up here. Heads up is, if that turns out to be a bullish engulfer, don't take it as an entry because that's an invalid entry. Now for the students, you know why it is that. It invalidates one of the rule. But if you are my priority member, you are not in my course, then we are not taking this as an entry. It's going to be invalid entry. Doesn't matter if the price pushes up from here or not. So yeah, so I'm not taking it as an entry, just to give you a heads up. But if you have some more pullback above 50 EMA and price forms another bullish engulfer, only then I'm going to go long. So GBP AUD bullish again, only taking buy trades, just a pullback above 50 EMA, bullish engulfer. That is all we are looking at. Only continuation trades out of GBP AUD we are looking at. Next up we have Euro CHF. We are bearish for Euro CHF. I'm not looking at this pair at this point, but if the price break below these lows, only then I'm going to look for the bearish trades. If the price break above 50 EMA with a good momentum, then I'm looking for the possible buy trades. For now, wait for the good momentum above or below 50 EMA. Euro AUD nicely broke above the structure level. All I'm looking at a pullback above 50 EMA, bullish engulfer above 50 EMA, and we are just going to go long from here. So that is all we're looking at. Only buy trades if you are looking at this pair. AUD CAD broke below 50 EMA. That has been done. Okay, that has been done. So we are not looking at that. Let's look at natural gas. So gas is still above the rejection box now. It didn't close as a bullish engulfer, means we have an aggressive double bottom. So to be very cautious, look for a bullish engulfer for the good entry. But that is an entry as well. So stop loss can be, entry can be here, stop loss can be below 180 or below, which is 4, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that is something it looks like. Take profit can be 1 to 1 initially, and 1.4 to 1 you can manage it. Or you can also keep a stop loss a little bit below just to give a room to the price, and then you can manage your trade. So let's see how this goes. But that's a very aggressive double bottom. If you want to wait for the better entry, look for bullish engulfing candle or a pin bar or a 382 candle. Not a pin bar actually, 382 candle is something I'm looking at. Here we had a pin bar, but there is not a bullish engulfer. So there's a pin bar and a minor support, a possible bullish pressure, and let's see, exactly the same as capital.com. Let's see how this goes. Same on Nemex. I've just done the analysis. Let's see. So gold, just look for the valid condition here. If you have a bullish engulfer, going to be very, very weak entry. So if you have a strong bullish engulfer that engulfs this candle with a wick, in that case that will be a strongest entry. So make sure that engulfs the previous candle with the wick as well for the strongest entry, aggressive entry. Otherwise double bottom is something in the play. Crude oil just triggered a sell limit order. Again, it's going to be very, very risky entry, but if you are someone who would like to take a risk, that is something it looks like. Take stop loss can be something like this. So 1.4 to 1 or 5 to 1 reward risk ratio for crude oil. Again, we are getting some major news events, and price can go against these technicals dramatically. So keep an eye. So yeah, otherwise for the better entry, like my favorite entry is bearish engulfer below 50 EMA or bearish engulfer from this zone. Corn has a nice bearish engulfer. We have an entry, swing high bearish engulfing entry, and let's see how this goes. That has been done. Yeah, let's see how this goes. Bearish engulfer here on corn. I'll keep my stop loss. Let's see. 3, and we can go 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9, and 9. Something like this. So yeah, we'll see right from here. Platinum, nothing here. Palladium, we are almost getting to the zone below that was sent to you. Keep an eye. Now copper, we have a nice move from here till here and from here to here. So, but we haven't got any conditions here, but you see how nicely the zones played out. If you know how to mark these zones, then yes, if you have your own strategy, you bought it, then yep, that's a good entry. But for me, that was not an entry. But if you are someone who is just a member, that is a good entry. Wheat is pushing down, broken below the zone above. Now that zone has turned as a bearish trend continuation zone, simply a retest of this zone, bearish engulfer. That is all I'm looking at, and the zone below is right here from a possible buy trade. So let's see how this goes. I'm going to send you these zones on Friday, an up-to-date zone. Right here on US cocoa, again simply the zone above that was sent to you. Look for your conditions from these zones. Sugar just came back. Let's look at on my own platform. Sugar is now getting closer to the level of support, which is right here. So all I want to see, hit of this zone, bullish engulfers and double bottom entry conditions. So only buy trades for sugar, but look for the valid bullish conditions. That has been done. CHF JPY, I'm not GBP CHF, I'm not looking at this pair anymore, but we have a minor head and shoulder pattern, and we have a likely chance the price will fall from here. Going to be very risky, but yes, we have a chance. But I will only buy this pair once we are broken above this zone and this high as well. So let's see how this goes. Okay, GBUSD is pushing higher, and we still have the zone above that was sent to you already. Keep an eye on these zones for your possible entries, sell entries. Otherwise, pullback, bullish engulfer, it's also one of my entry condition, but we have an entry condition here. Yes. Okay, so yeah, possible entry found. So for this pair, right here, my entry would be here, and 29, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 35 pips, smaller targets is like this. Smaller targets is like this. Otherwise, above 20, and the bigger targets would be 30, 30, 47, 47. Bigger targets look something like this. Okay, so we have entry spotted here. Keep an eye on this pair as well. Might send this as an alert, so let's see how this goes. But since you are in the live session, we have an entry condition. Nothing more AUD, NZD, no conditions. Euro NZD, yes, only buy trades. Pull back above 50 EMA, bullish engulfer, that is all I'm looking at. So keep an eye on this entry condition. Euro USD already sent to you, and let's see how this goes. Again, we are getting a major news event, so that is why we need to be very cautious. We have GDP data, inflation, and we have also getting initial jobless claims, so be very careful with that. Okay, so indices, if you're looking at indices, we have got a triple bottom right here on US 30. So of course, if you're long from it, that is also fine. What is ATR? ATR is 180, 180. According to this little scalp that has been hit, okay, 1-to-1 has been hit, but for the good targets, okay, let's draw the zone like this. So stop loss can be below, and you can just go 1-to-1 initially and 1.4-to-1, 2-to-1 I would say for indices. Yeah, so let's see how this goes. US UK 100 FTSE 100 is pushing up, turns bullish as we are above 50 and 20 EMA. All we are looking at buy trades. We might see some good retracement above 50 EMA. So pull back, bullish engulfer, that is all I'm looking at. Only buy trades for US UK 100. We can see a possible rejection all the way from here, which is very likely. Rejection from here and then a push down. S&P 500 broken below, and very choppy price action. I will not trade S&P 500 unless and until we have broken below these lows. So we might see some range out of S&P 500. Just stay away from this indices or index. Nasdaq 100 broken below the structure, which is 21,630, goes to 21,941. So simply just a pullback, retest, bearish engulfer, double top. That is all I'm looking at. So only sell trades for Nasdaq 100 Tech. CAC 40 is also bullish if you are looking at this particular instrument. The zone below is right here, the numbers in blue. That is all I'm looking at for my possible entries. Bullish engulfer for double bottom. That is all I'm looking at. So no condition above 50 EMA yet, but only buying for this particular index. Okay, so looks like that has been covered already. So guys, any questions, please let me know before I leave you guys to enjoy the rest of the day. If you are watching a recorded session, keep an eye on the pair I've just mentioned, keep an eye on these entries I've mentioned, and make sure you take your trades with a low risk today, because we have a major news events today. And be careful with your trades and take your trades on your own risk, guys. It's just my opinion, and this is how I personally trade. and teach you guys as well. So any questions, please let me know. I'll take a look for you. Okay, so looks like we haven't got any questions yet. Right. Let's look at dollar index just in the last. Dollar index is also in the level of minor support. So yeah, expect a bounce from here as well, but we might see some pullbacks before the price pushes up. GBUSD is getting back. Looks good. Okay, guys, so I'll leave you guys to carry on with the day, and I'll see you guys in next live session and also on my weekends video, of course. I'll be back to the UK next week, and you will see the videos as usual, as normal. So thanks everyone who joined, and thanks everyone who is watching this video after in a recorded session. So you guys take care of yourself. Hamoudi, thanks so much for joining, and Thomas, of course, as well. You guys take care and have a great weekend.